There's go live on that one. There's go live on that one. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to December 8th, Thursday night. Kind of a football report. I've done a little bit of these with KCK doing a couple things, but going to get Chad Grammer and bring him on. As you can see him on the screen, I'm going to now turn it over to him and let him do most of the talking. So, Chad, it's all yours.
Jerry, you act like you've done this before. You want me to do all the talking. So, we're getting ready to start some basketball coming up soon. We talked about it in a little Facebook Live the other night. I came on live for just a couple of minutes and we talked about it. But again, this year we're going to do the Drexel Holiday Tournament, the William D. Gordon Holiday Tournament over in Drexel. Kenny Ships and Coach Gordon and others over there, Terry Mayfield, they put on a great show. And really, I'll just be honest, it was a fun time last year. We had a blast over there doing 4 days worth of the games, 24 games in 4 days. Well, Jerry, I hope you got the big boy britches on this year because we're going to go with 24 games in 3 days this year.
I like it.
So I like that too. 3 days worth of basketball instead of the 4 over the holiday break. Also gives families a little bit more time to be with each other. But that's why we're here too. It's over the holidays. A lot of people might be out of town, not being able to get to these games, and we're able to bring them those games. And we did it last year. We had some great sponsors step up last year, and we're hoping the same thing this year around the Harrisonville area, also around Drexel, and Cass Midway's in it this year, as well as Chilhowie and Kingsville and Windsor. KC Lutheran is in it. Drexel, of course. I think I just said that. Miami. So a lot of local teams with local ties are in this broadcast, and I think it'll be fun for everybody to be able to broadcast this and give everybody something to do over the holiday break. Obviously, I'll be on the call for quite a few of those games, but I will be busy on a few of those games as well, as I will be actually down on the sideline coaching. So I know James, I think, is planning on joining us. I'd imagine we'll probably have Mike around. We had Coach Hanna last year. Heck, he may want to come over and watch some basketball as well. And I know we'll have a star-studded cast, so to speak, for those games we're going to do during the holiday break. So we're looking forward to it. We have our packages out right now, so I will be happy to be able to get you information on that, or you can reach out to Jerry. I send it via email to him, I believe. If I haven't, he'll tell me after we're done and say, hey, can you send that over to me? So we'll get that to you. But, pretty close, similar to what it was last year. I think our title sponsor for the entire tournament is $800 this year. So 24 games, you get your name, your logo on the screen for the entire thing for $800. That is a quick, easy way to get your name, your business name out there. And then, if you just want to sponsor, say, Cass Midway, or you just want to sponsor Drexel or Miami, you can do that, and it's $150. So that's a way to get your name on 6 games, and that's a really cheap option to do that. And the biggest thing is we want to make all these folks go and see your business and patronize your business. We've had great success over the last, 6 years now, 7 years that Jerry and I have been doing this with Harrisonville football, some basketball. We've done some other games, baseball, softball, and your name gets out there. We had over 3,000 people watch last year, Jerry. I went and added that up, which blew my mind. I didn't think we had that many viewers, but over 3,000 viewers for those 24 games last year, and that's pretty outstanding. So we're looking forward to it. If you have questions, you can see Jerry and my email on there. Feel free to shoot us an email. Ask us. We can talk to you and give you any information we possibly can about that. We had a fun time during football season. I don't know if Jerry ever got our final numbers or our final viewers. I was out of commission the last 3 weeks, which was kind of funny and kind of crazy at the same time. That last game against Nevada, we thought there might have been a possibility. I was actually playing basketball with my junior high team about 15 minutes from Nevada, but we did not get done in time that I could get back. It was about third quarter. So, nevertheless, Jerry, you got anything you want to add?
No, I just like to sit here and look pretty.
And, Santa Claus is coming to town soon, and I bet Santa's probably getting into his busy season right now if I was a betting man.
Well, I can give you a commercial for that. If you go to fortees.com/Santa, there is a list of the pricing as well as the available times. It's just been a great response. It's been fun. One of the first years that I actually did this for hire, I did 25 home visits, and 22 of them were past students and their kids. And there's just nothing any better than that. The other night I went to a house. Thursday night was the first night that I did a visit, and it was a granddaughters, actually two of them, to a good friend of mine that we played football together in high school. And it's just so much fun to be able to connect with friends and family.
Now, Jerry, is that telling you that you're getting old, or is that just telling you that Santa Claus is, what was Santa's like hundreds of years old now? So
I'm guessing yes and yes.
But hey, I'll tell you what, he's my favorite Santa. I mean, I've known him for 6 years, and I was on Santa's naughty list when I first met him.
I wish that I could have gotten a picture of Braxton and Collins when I visited you guys, which would have been great.
I bet you money Mama's got one. And my favorite thing from you being Santa Claus is a couple years ago, we explained to Braxton that, Santa's got helpers. You got to help. You got to relay all this messages up to the big man up north. And he comes home from ECC one day and he goes, "Mom, Santa Claus came to our school today, and he looked a whole lot like Jerry Forchler." And I will never, ever forget that. That was one of my favorite. And, that was in the midst of the pandemic as well. You made everything work well, and it's been a blast. And I love that you can do that during the holidays. And, as we always say, though, we got to get the band back together. It's been a few weeks, and we like to broadcast some sports, so that's the route we're going to take. And I talked to James a little bit. Possibility of doing a couple of tournaments maybe in January. Fortees may do similar to what we're going to do over the holiday break. I unfortunately wouldn't be able to be on the call of those just for the fact that I will be knee deep in basketball season myself. But we have a good staff in place that can maybe do that. We're looking at 3 or 4 different ones that we've mentioned or that I kind of looked at that would be possibly good fits for Fortees. Archie is having a tournament at the end of January, which is 10 miles south of Harrisonville, and Harrisonville's actually in that tournament. And then a couple weeks before that is the Pleasant Hill tournament that's just about 10 miles to the north. And, they've got a great setup as well for being able to do a broadcast. So those are a couple. There's a couple of smaller school ones. Appleton City's having one in January. Osceola's having another one in January. So we're looking at some different options for some more tournaments. We like that because, that gets a lot of publicity to a lot of different student athletes as opposed to Jerry just maybe having 2 or 3 different ones. You know what I mean?
The tournaments are a great access because then you have multiple schools that can get involved, and that's a lot about what you're saying there. And when you get the small town areas, it's hard for people to get to some of the games. If we can get the games out there, it's just nothing is any more fun than to get it to where people can see the games.
Absolutely. So that's where we're at. Jerry, I'm sure in the next couple of days we'll post on our website, we'll have a brochure for the Drexel Holiday Tournament. And I'll be real honest, that's probably the pricing we'll see for any of those tournaments that we possibly could maybe do over the course of the basketball season. So we will get that out to you, or you can reach out to Jerry or I via email, or if you have our cell phone numbers, feel free to text or call us, and we'll be able to do that as well. But we're getting close to the holidays. I'm definitely a teacher these days because I know that I've got 6 days till Christmas break.
I know
Jerry,
how that goes.
I know that you been there before you retired. That once you get in that teaching mode, you're like, oh, hey, we got 6 days till Christmas break, and next week's Spirit Week, so I can wear jeans all week. So if I want to do that, but unfortunately, I'm coaching 3 games next week, so I'll be dressing up most of the week anyway.
Well, anyone out there,
that's about all I got.
Good. Hey, if anybody out there knows of any other tournaments, some wrestling, I'd love to take a look at some wrestling, because a lot of times they'll put 2 mats in one gym. We could bring 2 cameras, put it on there, split the screen, and it's another opportunity to have multiple schools at one place at one time, and it helps with views, and it helps with getting sponsors to be able to get the thing put on the air.
Oh, come on, Jerry. I know you've got way more than 2 cameras.
Well, I do have more, but 2 of them are a lot easier to run.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, feel free. If you've got an idea of an event that you may want us to cover, give us a call, because Jerry's talked about in the past maybe he would love to get the golf cart worked up and roll with a cross-country meet sometime. And if you got an event around a sporting event, we'll probably look at maybe in February doing Hoops for Hope again. That'd be year 3 on that. So as Braxton perked up, I think Braxton's got a little of that Warrensburg Tiger in him now, and he's thinking, hey, I'll come over to Harrisonville and play those guys. So anyway, Hoops for Hope, we've done that the last couple of years, and we'd love to be able to do something like that again this year as well, coming up, and see how things go.
Anything else for the night? Brax, you got anything?
Brax, you got anything to add? I do have one more little thing to add. My wife is amazing, and she received the word today that she is the Central Region, which covers about 15 counties, exemplary principal of the year. And she will represent the Central Region this March down at Tantera, which is now Margaritaville Resort. And she's one of 11 in the state of Missouri that was exemplary new principal of the year. And I couldn't be more proud of her. She's phenomenal at what she does. She's had some great teachers along the way, and she just never ceases to amaze me. So I'm super proud of her and want to give her a shout out for being one of 11 new principals in the state of Missouri getting noticed at the March convention.
Angela Dunham Grammer, that is awesome. I love it.
So here, she might be peeking in here. So,
I love it.
Yes. And I know there's a principal there, multiple principals there in Harrisonville that are probably smiling really big hearing that. One in particular you coached with, Chris Grantham, and several others down there I know are proud of her. And then, of course, her principal over in Holden, Sarah Burks, and then, now she is the principal. So.
And what about my mentor, Brenda Forschler? That's where I started all this teaching business in the first place.
That was a minute ago.
A little bit.
Yep.
You know what's funny is I was talking to one of my teachers, Jerry, and I know we're getting off track, but hey, you know what? We can do that because, hey, we're 4 T's, right?
That's it.
What I was talking to one of my teachers the other day, and I go, you won't ever believe this if I told you, but guess what? I said, Angela did her student teaching as a kindergarten teacher. And she goes, no, she did not.
3rd grade.
Like, so, no, I think she was kindergarten student teaching.
What did she do with Brenda? Brenda never
Angela
taught
Beth.
kindergarten.
Did you do kindergarten student teaching? Kindergarten, and she did kindergarten and third.
Okay, so
So,
she
there you
split the semester.
Hey, we were both right. That
There
doesn't
you
happen
go.
very
That
often.
that's what I was thinking.
All right, Jerry. Hey, it's been a blast. Look forward to seeing you. I will be seeing you in about 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks from tonight, actually, maybe.
Well, like they say on the radio, you just stay on here. We're going to shut things down and then we'll visit a minute once we're off the air. Thanks, everyone, for listening tonight. If you have an opportunity to share this, when you see it on Facebook, I'll be doing the same. We'll send out a post because I've been noticing how many viewers, not very many viewers, but there is a football game going on. So, anyway, we'll shut her down for tonight. Chad, stay on there a second. I'll talk to you in a minute. Everybody, have a great evening.
Jerry!